set the expectation for what this call is. This isn't just a Q&A. It is an opportunity, to think differently and get clarity and remove whatever that's been holding you back, if anything has been holding you back. So for the next 30 minutes, I want you to be fully present. So put the distractions away, close the other tabs that you may have open, give yourself permission to focus because one answer could change the direction of your journey. So come to this call with an open mind. Some of what we talk about may challenge the way that you've been thinking, and that's a good thing because growth usually starts when your perspective changes. Have something to take notes with. So if you don't have anything right now, let's go ahead and grab something. Don't trust yourself to remember everything. The people who get the best results are the people who capture the lessons and apply them when the call ends. So don't be afraid to ask questions. And if you're wondering about something, chances are that someone else is too. There are no dumb questions. This is a safe space to learn and grow together. And while someone else may be asking a question, don't assume the answer isn't for you, because sometimes the breakthrough you're looking for comes from a conversation that wasn't even about you. And lastly, let's be respectful of everyone's time. Keep questions concise, listen when others are speaking, and let's create an environment where everybody feels comfortable participating. Now, my goal isn't just to answer questions. My goal is to help you leave this call thinking differently than when you joined. So let's jump in. Who wants to go first? Miss Dillon, you look like you want to go first, so I'll unmute you.
Um, well, I have a lot of experience with working out. I've tried many different things. I've gone to CrossFit, Orange Theory, personal trainers, coaches. Currently, I am doing Hot Works, and I have joined someone right now. I try and lift weights at least twice a week. So um, I'm very active, but I'm still not getting no results. And that's my issue. And I've dropped pounds, but I feel like I'm not getting toned the way that I need to. So I don't know. It's like, I don't know. And then I see some young, I'm not gonna say young, like older ladies who just started working out, not just started, but they in their 60s and 70s and they've been lifting weights and they look like their compositions are phenomenal.
Mm.
And I can't get that, seem like. So I'm just trying to figure out what the problem is.
What do you believe is holding you back from getting the results?
Well, my job is demanding. I am a teacher
Hmm.
and I do administration work too. And sometimes I am extremely exhausted and then I'm pulled in on a lot. So sometimes I don't get off until late. And by the time I do, I'm extremely exhausted. But I do enjoy working out. So like some people deal with stress differently. I deal with stress by working out. But I was told I had to stop Orange Theory because the intensity raises your cortisone over the age of 40. I want to know if that's true. Um, Working and then sometimes I can't go work out until the late sessions at about 6:30. Well, 6. The last session is maybe 6 o'clock. And I was told that I shouldn't work out that late, that intense right before bed because it raises my cortisone. So my cortisol levels. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying, but I think the hormones with the eating and I guess I have to find that sweet spot that it all works together, you know?
So something that you mentioned the word stress.
Hmm.
How often is this?
I work with kids.
Mm.
So, um, and I work with adults who sometimes don't know how to work with children. So I'm responsible for, uh, making sure that sometimes the adults know how to treat children and also how to deal with themselves emotionally and mentally as well. So it's a lot because, so I mean, I don't know. So I mean, I guess that's what it is. So that's why I said I work out a lot. I work out because I say that's how I relieve it, you
Mm.
know, but I'm still not getting any results, the results that I want.
So how do you know that you're stressed?
Um, I guess sometimes headaches, but I don't take medicine. I will not. I will lay down. I won't go work out though. And then also the nutrition too, because like 2 weeks ago I went to work out and I think my sugar dropped because I got so lightheaded that I was about to like I told the trainer I had to leave because I couldn't and I had to
Mm.
stay on the phone with my family member just to make sure because I won't eat either. I think sometimes stress, I just don't want to eat. Sometimes I um lay in the bed and I don't want to get I have to, I make myself. So, you know, I think stress, I guess, is different for certain people.
So the moment right before you start feeling stress, what does that feel like?
Um, I guess like I said, headaches, uh irritability.
Where do you
Um
feel the headache? Is it like here, or is it here, here, or on the back, or on top?
It's normally on this side. And that's
Mm.
how come I know that it's stress because I do a little bit of research too. And it's the beginning of migraines, if I'm not mistaken. So I know it is caused by stress. And then we have so much to do. And I have to prioritize. So instead of me um like I guess thinking about, okay, I have to do all of this stuff tomorrow or next week. I'm to the point where now I have an agenda. And these are the things that I need to do. I'm not worrying about tomorrow. So mentally and emotionally, I have to make sure I prioritize and not worry about what's going to go on tomorrow, pretty much, because it becomes overwhelming to me. And it
Mm.
seems like everything is just closing in on me.
Mm. Do you feel like somebody's like hugging you, like with all the stuff that's going on, or
Well,
does it feel?
no, it's not. It's not that. It's just that I guess it's just, I wouldn't say hugging me. No.
Pleasing?
Smothering, yeah. Not smothering, but it's just a lot because, it's just like, I don't know. It's just a lot, because not only do I have to teach kids and mentor, but also I have a family too, you know?
Mm.
So I have to make sure my girls are taken care of and my parents and so forth. So it's like it can be a lot. And that's why I look to working out as an outlet. I really enjoy it. Like I'm
Mm.
in
Mm.
my zone when I'm working out, you know?
Mm. Mm. How often are you not feeling stressed?
Mm. Well, I only work during the school year. So right now, like we're on a cruise right now, I'm not stressed because I'm not at work. So I leave work at this point in time. Like on the weekends, on the holidays, I leave work at work. And even I'm to the point where when I leave my job, I've come to the point where I do not. I take all emails off of I took the email app off of my phone because I'm not
Mm.
checking emails anymore. And I don't answer phone calls anymore. If it's job related, I won't answer it. So I'm starting to really balance it now and not let it consume me the way it did before.
Mm. You took back control.
Yeah.
So out of everything else that's going on in your life that, may cause that stress, how much of that do you have control over?
Oh, I take control now because now I know that I just want I don't want it to affect me to the point where I can't do anything because I've seen that happen to some educators. They to the point where they just don't they're not good at all. So I make sure now I work out, I get a daily, not daily, like monthly massages, and I do the little things, hair and things like that. And like I
Mm,
said, I when I tell you I will turn my phone off, I turn computers off. Like no. Mm-mm.
yeah.
Even my family, they're to the point where they are able to do certain things as well because it can't just be all on mom. So I delegate now in so many words.
Okay. So we're roughly in the same space, because I'm a coach and you're, an educator. So we're
Mm,
always helping people.
yeah.
And we care a lot about people because of our hearts.
Hmm.
But however, what I learned is that when we have such big hearts, but we don't set boundaries, we have so much compassion, but we don't set boundaries between our compassion and us, then it causes chaos.
Yeah. It really, it really does. It's like scrambled. Yeah, I agree.
So, what boundaries do you have? You don't have to, say anything personal or anything like that if you don't
Mhm.
feel comfortable. That's completely fine. But right
Mhm.
here, what we're doing, I ask specific questions and I look for keywords, which is why I kept hitting on that word stress, because that's really that's the thing that's really happening for you right now.
Mhm.
And when we feel
Yeah.
stress, it's usually because we want to control things that we have no control over, like other people. I know
Yeah.
we think that we may
That's
have
true.
control over other people, but people are going to do whatever they want to do. Our spouses they have
Mhm.
their own lives, they have their own heads, they have their own
Mhm.
thoughts. We can't control that.
Mhm.
The only
Mhm.
thing that we can control is us, how we show up, how we react,
Mhm.
the words that we associate to circumstances and experiences.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm realizing that it's kind of, that could be humbling too. It can be.
So
So,
what does this
because
teach
you
you?
do. Well, it's teaching me that it's not beneficial for myself because if I'm not in a good headspace, as well as mentally and emotionally, it breaks you down physically as well. And then you
Mm.
really can't help anybody else. So it's like it's counterproductive. So I've learned that pretty
So it
much.
all leads back to that one thing. Like I know you wanted to know like food and workouts and like cortisol, and that was your
Mm-hmm.
question in the beginning. But what's really gonna help that is getting in the right headspace. Because if you're stressed out, you're always in reaction and survival mode. That's not
Yeah,
gonna help me. That's not a resourceful state to be in. That's called an unresourceful state. So you'll just be working on a bunch of urgent things.
mm-hmm. Yeah, that is true. And I guess that's why I'm not seeing any results, pretty much. Mm.
So if you could do something differently, something that could possibly move you forward in the right direction, if you knew what that was, what could that be?
If I could, hmm, that's a good question. I guess I would have to think about it, and put something in place.
So
I don't
workouts,
know. But I,
workouts.
I think I really need to just take it day by day.
Hmm. So right now, workouts relieve the stress. What else relieves the stress?
Yes. I'm a spiritual person because I
Mm.
read my Bible daily and I study as well. But yeah, and just like I said, getting away from everything, like setting those boundaries. Like once I'm done with my job, I'm done. I'm not don't contact me after a certain time.
Mm.
No, I'm not answering any emails. I'm not answering any phone calls. And then I had to realize that I'm not Superwoman. I can't save everybody. It's not my responsibility. So I can do as much as I can, and then you have to do your part as well. So, especially as teachers, sometimes that could be difficult. So, yeah.
What are your reasons for saying that?
because sometimes especially in my line of profession, because I'm responsible for other people, sometimes when they're not doing it, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just do it for you. But I
Mm,
can't do that because I can't do their job and my job. And honestly, if I continue to do their job, then they're not going to do their job eventually. So therefore, and I'm not going to always be around. So no, accountability has to take place on both parts. So I've come to the realization that if they're not accountable, then I step out and let the people who really like the people who can terminate them step in, because I'm not like, and then I don't like that either. That's why I'm not in administration anymore, because I don't like doing stuff like that. That brings on a whole nother set of anxiety. So that's why I switched, and I don't want to do that type of administration because that's
mm.
stressful as well. So that's why, I'm maneuvering certain things where I don't have to deal with certain things anymore.
So this is showing you a lot. What else is this?
Yeah.
What else is this teaching you? What are you learning about yourself with everything that you're
Well,
expressing?
I'm just, I guess I'm learning why I'm not seeing any results. Because, like you said, if my body is always on 10, how can I move forward? Pretty much. So I have some rewiring to do. Pretty much.
So right now you have one thing that relieves your stress, and that's workout.
Yeah.
What are some other
That's
things?
that's what I enjoy doing, working out. Hmm, and just like being outside. Look, if I can stay like, because we right now we're traveling. If I can stay outside in nature, let me tell you, I would. It's just like something that is, I don't know, it is calming to me. Like I don't know. I really do enjoy being outside. Like if I can work out outside, I would work out if it's not too hot. But
Mm.
like being outside, just being in nature, that also relieves my stress. It really does.
What's one more thing?
Mhm.
What's one more thing?
I don't know. I'll have to think about it.
So we have
I need
working,
to.
we have outside and nature. We need one
Mhm.
more thing. I'm gonna keep asking questions till we get one more.
I'm trying to see. Mm,
So what we're doing right here exactly is showing you more ways that you can relieve that stress. Because right now you're
mhm,
like, dang, I don't know what else I can do. Like, dang, I'm just stressed out. But we're giving you more options so that you can be less stressed.
mhm. That's true. Like you said earlier, set boundaries.
Mm,
I have to set boundaries because if not, it's like pulling at straws. Like you're
mm,
pulling at straws. Like, no, I can't. And I cannot function in chaos. That's one thing I cannot do. I'm very organized. I'm very detailed oriented. So chaos, it irritates me. I
mm.
cannot. I can't function in chaos.
Okay. So what's one thing you can do today after this call that could lead you to
Mm. Well, to make sure I instill the boundaries a little bit more, I think, especially because I'm starting a new job. So I'm definitely going to have to make sure and get my agenda to really prioritize, because
mm,
I'm very organized and detail oriented too. So with the agenda, it definitely, I can write down exactly what needs to be done for that day and not worry about the next day.
mm.
Definitely.
So what's that
Um,
non-negotiable?
the non-negotiable is that if it's not on the agenda, I'm not doing it.
Mm, mm,
Pretty much. So some things are just, and then like I said, after a certain time, and even right now, we're on vacation. I am not reading emails. I'm not taking any phone calls. I had to let some people know already, like, no, just that's when I'm on vacation, I'm on vacation.
that's good. That's good. So that's what we have. We're setting that boundary and we're upholding the standards. That's what we have, right?
Hmm?
All right. Did you have another question before we go on to another person?
Oh no, no, that's it.
All righty. Who would like to go next? Mr. Emmanuel, Miss Tammy, Miss Lynn. Miss Lynn? Okay, there we go.
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm amazing.
So, what you got for me?
That's a question for you. What do you have?
Oh,
What question do you have, or what do you want to get clarity on?
no, I just relocated. Like, my life has just been good chaos, you know what I mean? But I still have found the peace
Mhm.
in until all my things get here. And you feel stretched, but it's a good stretch. And I think today you said I sound calmer than I ever have because I'm used to managing stress, being an ER nurse, right? Or trauma ER nurse. Um, so even when I feel like I'm breaking down, I'm still operating like in a different space. It's like another dimension, right? Um, I think today for a minute there, I was like, I felt like I was alone, and the reason why, because remember I told you, I don't have all my stuff. It's just like this is because I like things to be in order, right? And even when you work in the ER trauma, it's like a symphony. I can't describe it when traumas come in, and for me, it's just like second nature. Like I'm just calm, right? And so I'm working with what I have. That's what I told myself today. Like work with what you have. Like I told you, I said I got my protein powder. I'm gonna have my protein shake. I got the meal service because I don't have all my. I'm not gonna buy new pots and pans when I got my stuff is coming. For me to cook and meal prep, right?
Mhm.
But I'm gonna make the best of it. Pilates, starting that, swimming. You know what I mean? Until I find the gym that I really like, and things like that. And so slowly but surely, it's coming together. But I left my family. I'm here and I'm by myself, right?
Mm,
And I'm not by myself, but I am by myself. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because there have been favor has happened, and people have come here and then be like, oh, you know, let me show you some things, this, that, and the other. Like people are willing to help, right? Even though that's one of my things, like I like to do everything myself, but people have been willing to help because this is a new space, right? Miami's a new space for me, right?
mhm,
Um, Traffic alone is a new space for me, right? I mean, I can handle it. I lived in Atlanta before, but it's just new, and I'm coordinating here and I'm coordinating back home. I'm working. It's a lot, and I'm tired,
mm,
but I'm using my tools, and I'm, ordered at scale because I was like, I gotta weigh myself to see where I am. Like, you know what I mean? Because I haven't been, I don't want to say tight, but I haven't been doing the things that I know typically before the relocation that was giving me the success that I had, right?
mhm,
And I'm trying not to beat myself up because this is not about being perfect,
mm,
but this is about doing things continually and consistently as best as you can, and you're
mhm.
going to have those outlier moments. And I guess, you know,
So it sounds like you kind of feel derailed.
yeah, I do. I do.
Mm.
I do. I do. Because, like, I look forward to our calls on Friday at 6 o'clock, right? Because I have, what are your wins, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like that there's a void there, not necessarily because we haven't talked, it's because I haven't been able to capture the wins because
Mm.
I'm just stressed. You know what I mean? Like, I just haven't been able to capture the wins because I'm just that busy, and I know it's gonna die down.
So let's do this now.
Hmm.
What wins do you have? I'm gonna give you a hint. You
I'm
just got
here.
accepted into a new position, correct?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Move.
yeah.
You were able to find the meal prep service. You were able to
Right,
get the skill. Like those are wins right there. But
right.
we look at those things as just, oh, that don't mean nothing. Like that's small and insignificant. Coach Darius don't care about that. But those are the things that are most important, the things that we believe to be so small and insignificant.
Mm-hmm.
Like just getting derailed, it could be a little pebble on the track that can completely derail that train.
Mm-hmm.
Is that wrong? Or
Yeah, that's how I was feeling because it's like I haven't had my gallon of water today. You know what I'm saying? And that's a negative. Like, you know what I mean? You asked for the wins, right? And so I wasn't gonna say anything negative. So I was like, what are my wins today? Because I've been so busy, I'm not even hungry, and I'm like, am I getting my things in? I can't even remember. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's because I got the meal service, so I don't, I'm trusting somebody else that I'm going to meet my macros, right? You understand what I'm saying? Not me automatically knowing because I'm writing them down. I'm doing this, and maybe I'm being a little obsessive about it, but I know that somewhat being on target, like we talked about before. Like when you went overseas, you're like, I knew you were gonna do that. I said, oh yes, I was gonna do that. Like I'm gonna have my food together. I'm gonna have this together. You know what I mean?
so tell me, what wins are you celebrating?
I got the meal prep service, Pilates.
Mm,
I'm overcoming the fear of signing up for swimming because I'm scared of water. The fact that I relocated, I'm living out my suitcase. The fact that I got on a plane to go to the
mhm.
DR to get the new position, and I'm between the DR and Miami. Um, a lot. I'm getting a house and all this kind of stuff, like stuff that we talked about, right?
And you
So
you
I'm
did
not
that.
far from the rate. I mean, on the track, but you know what I mean. It's that little pebble that's bothering me, and I guess you're saying like it's not as bad as I'm thinking as it is.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh,
What
okay.
I'm saying is you have to recognize the wins because
Right.
what you're doing is you're giving more attention to things that are going wrong and very little attention to the things that you are doing right. I'm not the positive thinking guy. I'm the data guy. I'm the guy that looks at the data and lets the data guide me in the right direction. So when I hear things like that, I look for little keywords. That little pebble is what you're focused on.
Mm-hmm.
It derailed you. And once you derail, you're like, dang, well, I'm doing this wrong. I'm doing this wrong. I'm doing this wrong. I'm doing this wrong. Your energy is all the way over there
Mm-hmm.
thinking about the things you're doing right.
Mm-hmm.
Could have easily not got that meal prep service. You could have easily said, you know what, I moved down to Miami and I don't have my things here, so I'm just not gonna do anything. That would have been a very easy choice.
No, I couldn't do that. That's not like it. I just that's not in me not to. When I commit to something, I commit to something. And I think, I don't know, maybe that's just like, remember we talked about this before with my patients. I give them like 1,000%. Like, they'll come in and they think they're dying. I was like, you're not gonna die if unless you want to die, right? You know what I'm saying? So your oxygen is this, but it don't mean it's gonna be like this always, right? Um, and I'm doing that for myself, right? Now, since we've connected, but I guess I'm just gotta breathe and count my wins.
Count them, recognize,
Yeah.
appreciate them, put more.
Not the negatives, but what are you doing right? Yeah.
What
You're
are
right. I could have easily came down here and been like, I'm not gonna find a gym. I'm not going to walk. I'm not going to um get the meal prep service. I'm not going to do other things that I know um that are beneficial to me.
Mhm.
Um but I'm so used to being a planner and having everything planned, and this was unexpected, right? And so that's what the problem, but that's what it really is. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
challenging. It's
Yeah,
testing you.
yeah,
The
yeah,
universe has said, hey, you had this goal to lose 100 pounds. We're gonna see if you really want it.
yeah. And I'm 30 pounds away. I'm 30 pounds away.
So what's something that will move you forward right here today?
give myself grace. Because remember when I was like, I'm doing it and I keep gaining weight. And then when you said, are you weighing your food? I was like, oh my gosh, was I supposed to get a scale? Like, and it clicked, right? And the next thing you know, I come back 17 pounds, 10 pounds, 12 pounds in a week, right? So, give myself grace and know that I'm not falling. I'm just landing on a different level. And I just have to, like you said, use those tools that I've
Hmm.
used before. And I am using those tools. Because I could have had junk food up in here, or eat hospital food, back to the donuts and the coffee again. But no, I haven't had any of that. I haven't had any sweets. I haven't, or trigger foods, right? So I'm serious. Like day 2, I was like, I gotta go find me this protein powder.
Hmm.
I at least I can make sure I have my protein shake and this, that, and the other. I'm getting eggs, like omelets, blah blah blah, spray oil, no this, but I think it's just because this was unexpected and it wasn't on my plan. It happened, but not on the way I planned it. And so that is what I'm dealing with.
But
That's
what is
really
this teaching? What is this teaching you?
that I have everything I need. I really do.
Mm.
I may not have the things, right? But I have everything I need within me because I could have been eating hamburgers, fries, blah, 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 or just foods that aren't giving, or processed foods, right? But no, I still choose to do the salmon. If they give me more rice than 3 ounces, I know what that looks like. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, Mediterranean restaurants, they give you a whole bunch of food that's like 3 or 4 servings. So like I'm mindful, like, and I got my little stuff. Like, no, this is, didn't have my scale, but I kind of know, right? So I think it's just still trusting the process, and know that I have the tools. And even though the foundation doesn't feel firm like I like it, or tight like I like things to be, I'm okay. Like,
Mm.
I'm okay. And that 100-pound goal, really, it was more than 100 pounds this year, but we're gonna hit. You know me, I'm like, no, we're gonna hit past that. Like, I'm not gonna let that go. We got like what, 6, 7 months? Like, we got July coming up. No, we got time to do more than 100 pounds. So I'm gonna get there. It's just these last, what, I don't know when the last time we talked. It's just been a lot going on,
Yeah.
but
So
it's been good stuff. But it's just a lot going on.
we're definitely gonna connect on a one-on-one
Yeah.
outside of these Diamond Standard
I was
calls.
so happy when you did this. I was like, woo, good to see everybody like this. So, like, encourage each other. So, I'm excited.
Yeah. Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
No, you never know. I might pop up on you in Fort Lauderdale now that we're closer, player. I might not, I know you don't do one-on-ones, but I might see you in the street, be like, come on, coach. We're going to work all this out right here. We're going to set this treadmill at 3 incline, and we're going to do this for 10 minutes. You never know. I might pop up on you.
All righty.
Thank you, coach.
No problem. Thank you. Miss Tammy, Mr. Emmanuel. All right. You should be there.
Oh,
We
okay. Hi, well, good evening, afternoon, everyone. I'm new to this uh collaboration forum you guys have here, your nice little family. Um, can you hear me? Oh,
Yeah, I
there we
can hear
go.
you.
Okay, so I didn't necessarily have a question per
Mhm.
se. I'm kind of just chiming in to hear what you guys are discussing or talk about. I work in education as well, but I'm pretty solid on kind of my day to day. Like I meal prep every week, and I know my portions. I kind of work out. I try to work out in the mornings around 4 a.m. because I know the afternoon rush is chaotic, and I have a smaller child that's 8. So with the family, it's a lot to work out in the afternoon. It just wasn't working. I hate to
Mhm.
get up at 3 something in the morning, but I think that's the only way to really ever get it done because it's not happening in the afternoon. I
Mhm.
think for me, I'm more getting frustrated with the fact that I want to build muscle and lose body fat, but if I drop the body fat that I want to drop, I won't have enough to maintain the shape that I have. Like if I absolutely drop all the body fat that I have to the lowest, I don't have enough muscle mass to maintain. So, and I don't eat meat. So my
Mhm.
issue is trying to figure out this protein thing, and is that really a thing? Is it not a thing? And then me trying to figure out, how much protein I really need to be eating, because that may be keeping me back from the gains that I want. I feel like I'm gaining. I feel like I lift heavy, but I don't know. And then I guess after a while, you just start getting frustrated and you're like, okay, I'm not going to build them. You see these physiques on social
Mm.
media, and these people have been training for like 8, 9 years. And then you're just like, okay, I mean, a person could look at me and be like, oh, you don't need to do nothing at all. You look just fine. But we have our own goals. And for
Yeah.
me, it's like, that's not what I want. Like, no, I don't look just fine. Like I'm trying to build muscle, and I'm 41 years old. So I don't know if that's
Mm.
a thing as far as age is concerned. Um, but I don't eat meat, and I know that that's a big issue because a lot of meat has a lot of protein in it, that I could be consuming, and I'm not. So I'm just trying to find other ways to get the protein in. The workouts I do, like I said, I put on the chat today that like I think I was working out consistently, lifting heavy, but I wasn't really doing cardio. I wasn't really getting in those walks. Like Lynn was just mentioning, like I had to start incorporating that because I do think that's a big game changer.
Mm.
Um, to get those walks in. So I started like reading books and walking and got my walking pad. So I'm like just making myself do it, even though I get home from work. Um, it is a lot, but just maybe get the book out and start walking on the pad or whatever I got to do. Go to the gym and walk with the book. That's been helpful as well because I kind of been getting through my books while I'm walking. Um, but yeah, more for me, it's just more frustrating. So I'm just kind of chiming in to see what everyone is discussing and just getting, any type of motivation I can, any type
Mm.
of tidbits, any type of, things that you guys have. I know that you guys been together a while and, you have your group. So just joining in to get any helpful tools, anything that can help motivate me again, as to my goals, like I said.
Thank you so much for sharing. And one thing that I can tell about you is from just our short interaction is that you are the type of person that takes the information and actually does something with it. You don't just take information or read anything and then just keep it back there. So what we're gonna do now, do you have anything to write with or type or anything? So what you need to do is find your BMR. Uh-oh, you kind of muted. There you go.
Okay.
So do you know your BMR, your basal metabolic rate?
I thought I knew that number when I was calculating my macros before, but I don't know if it's changed recently. And I really don't weigh myself at all anymore. Like just because I'm at the physique I want to be at, I really don't weigh myself. But I know that I need to probably know that number is important.
So
Um,
this number right
okay.
here is going to be important, especially because you want to build the muscle and burn the fat, correct? So we need to
Yes.
find out that BMR.
Okay. DMR.
And nextly, when you are consuming your macros, your daily macros,
Hmm.
you want to make sure that that number is either equal or above. Now, there's a couple of ways you can do this because you don't
Okay.
need to be in a big deficit
Okay.
because you're not trying to lose all the body fat. You just want to lose a little bit, just a little
Hmm.
tiny bit, right?
Yes.
So you don't need to be in a big deficit, which also means you're going to need to watch how much output you do, which is your
Okay.
cardio, your
Hmm.
activity. So just for an example, let's say your BMR is 1400. and let's say you're consuming 1,400 calories a day.
Hmm.
Let's just say you're walking on your walking pad for 30 minutes. Let's just say that's 300 calories. So you're in a deficit of 300. You don't want to
Okay.
be in a big deficit like that. You want to be at around 100 to 150.
So the BMR daily macros should be equal or above. I
For
mean, my daily macros have to be equal or above my BMR.
for your goals, yes. For somebody
Okay.
else, it'll be different, all depending on what
Okay.
you do. You
Okay.
vegan or vegetarian or
I'm a pescatarian.
pescatarian? That makes it
Um,
easier.
yeah. So that's kind of like because I know I have to eat for so my it's just a whole weird thing. Like I have to eat for the gains, which I understand that. Like I have to eat for the gains. So I'm not trying to be, but then I do kind of need to be in a deficit a little bit because I am trying to burn fat. But I do need to eat for the gains because I am lifting super heavy. And
Yeah.
I'm hungry on like leg day and I'm super heavy lifting, like I'm starving. But I don't know. I guess it's a science to it, but I'm
It
not
is
sure.
because now we're about to get into the nitty gritty. What areas do you want to tone the most?
Well, my lower body. I feel like my upper body is it's easy to see definition and tone because I don't gain a lot of weight in my upper body. But my lower body, I think it would be, for your quads to pop, for your
Mhm.
hamstrings to pop. You got to have enough body fat off of that area for me to see that kind of pop. Like, I see it, but it's not as defined as I would like it to be, if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know if I'm sounding stupid or not.
No, no, you're not sounding
Okay.
stupid at all. It's all a science, just like how you said. But right now, what you're looking at is a little recomp. You're not doing a
Okay.
full cut, you're not doing a full bulk. So what's gonna need to happen is you're gonna need to start doing some carb cycling.
Okay.
So on your lower body days, that means you're going to eat more and you're not going to be in a deficit just on
Mhm.
your leg days. So for an example, if you're on a push-pull leg split, then on Wednesdays and Saturdays, you're eating more and you're not doing as much cardio. But on every other day, you're eating less and you're doing more cardio.
Got it.
Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes, that makes sense.
So do you know your current macros?
I had it written down. Let me see if I still have it.
Does any
I,
of this make sense what we're talking about right here?
what you're saying or what I'm saying?
Our
Mhm.
our conversation.
Oh yes, yes. It definitely I understand what you're saying. It makes sense. I calculated it before,
Hmm.
um, because I was trying to figure out how to meet that without eating meat, or how to like what are some things that I have to actually try to start consuming.
Hmm.
And it was just giving me ideas, like I said, of food, like a lot of Greek yogurt. It was giving me ideas, a lot of like tofu and things of that nature. I'm trying to see if I wrote down my macros. I don't think I had it. Thought I had it written down, but I'm probably gonna have to calculate it again.
Hmm.
Um, but I don't know if it was. It had. It couldn't have been more than like 1,500 calories.
Hmm.
It couldn't have been. No, I didn't write it down, but I wrote down everything that I kind of was trying to. And then I was eating a lot of salmon, and then salmon is great, but salmon is a fatty fish as well. So if you're eating a lot of it, I think that also. So I tried to like start eating more white fish,
Hmm.
because it has less fat in it as salmon. Um, but I think honestly, I think it boils down to the protein, and without the chicken breast and the things of that nature, it's kind of hard.
So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna upload my nutrition book in here, and it's going to have those different options in there for you to look at and be able to hopefully get some value from it. Give me a second,
What's mine?
because this right here is it's pretty easy. And whenever you are making those adjustments to your macros, they don't even need to be crazy big adjustments. You can add in something as simple on your leg days, you can add in something as simple as 2 rice cakes, and that'll put you in
Okay.
a surplus, you know.
Hmm.
There it is.
Okay.
Do you see that in the chat?
Yes, I see it.
And are you able to open it? What about you, Mr. Emmanuel? You able to see that? Give me a thumbs up if you can see that book that I just sent in the
Yes,
chat.
I was able to open it.
It's in the Zoom chat. So if you look at the bottom, you'll be able to click on chat and you should be able to see a message from me. Give me a thumbs up if you can see it now, Mr. E. Don't worry about it. I'll put it in WhatsApp as well. So when you look through this book, you'll see a lot of different vegan options, a lot of vegetarian options, also a lot of pescatarian options. And you'll also see in there different snack options, ways that you can increase your macros just on your lower body days, you know, and you don't have to do anything crazy like we were talking about earlier. If your macros were 14, I mean, if your BMR was 1400 and you're consuming 1400 worth of calories, then on your leg days, you can literally just add 2 rice cakes. That'll make it 1480, depending on the type of rice cakes you have. It'll make it 1500, and you just won't do any cardio.
Okay.
And on the other days, you would just take those rice cakes out and you'll go right back into your deficit, adding in your cardio.
Okay. So I'll just have to calculate my BMR and
Mhm.
then go from there. But is it, I honestly never weigh myself. Is that like fine? Because I really never do.
I mean, you don't need to weigh yourself all the time. You know, the best way to measure yourself is looking in the mirror.
Mhm. Okay.
Because that scale, it messes people up. It honestly, it plays tricks on you. Like, dang, I just weighed myself this morning. I was 200, and now it's 6 p.m. in the evening, and I'm 202. What did I do wrong? And you start playing all these different mind games in your head when you didn't even realize you drunk water and you ate food. That's why you get
Right.
2 pounds.
So is it I just want to know, is it a realistic, like, is this a realistic hill? Because I feel like people that have defined physiques, they probably don't have, most of the influencers that I follow don't have children. They can work out 6, 7 days a week. They can lift, 3, 4, 5 times a week. They can't have a strict diet, or not diet, but a strict, like, their meal plan can be, amazing. And I don't know if is it realistic for like a 9 to 5 mom to really say that, like, will I have to, is it realistic for me to see definition, or should I just, like, is it actually possible without me going to work out 6, 7 days a week?
You know the answer to that.
I don't know. I really don't.
Yeah, you do. You look right now, you just want me to validate your answer. But you know what the answer is. You know it's possible. You know how much work you have to put in.
Yeah. Okay.
Everything
Yeah.
is, you're an educator, correct? What type of what are your what is
I'm an instructional coach at
Hmm,
Deerfield Beach High School.
okay.
So, yeah, teacher, instructional coach. Basically, I'm in education as well. It is a lot, but um, I'm no longer not kind of gonna put time into myself. Like, I'm at that point in my career where, like, I have to, you know, put time into myself. So the workouts and the food prepping, and it's a lot because I feel like it's so much easier just to, like, buy crappy food, and it's just so more convenient, and like healthier food is so expensive. But I mean, I think it's, even if I have to go to Whole Foods and buy a family meal for
Mm.
$35 and just food prep that already cooked, or go to Sprouts and get already cooked food to food prep, like I've been trying to find ways to get it done. Because food prep does take a lot. That's like a whole lot of hours out of my Sunday to food prep for the week.
So
And then you have to cook for your family, and they may not eat what you're food prepping.
two things. So number one, when you're going out to the grocery stores and you're buying those pre cooked meals, one thing that you absolutely have to look out for is the sodium levels.
Okay.
A lot of those things, like they taste good, they look good. It's chicken. What's wrong with lemon pepper chicken? It has, that, and then, well, you don't eat chicken, but lemon pepper, salmon,
Salmon, yeah,
lemon
I
pepper
do.
salmon. Like, what's wrong with that? But you don't realize that
The way they
sometimes
prepared it.
the way that they prepared it,
Right.
sometimes the back of the pack says it's 3 servings in this, but it doesn't look like 3 servings. And those 3 servings have 2,000 milligrams per serving of sodium.
Okay.
That right there will cause you to hold on to excess water,
Okay.
and it will bloat you up. That's something else to take into consideration. And then the other thing that I want to talk to you about is how tough it is. So you're an educator, right?
Yeah.
How many different people come into your class or get help from you? Is it always as easy for everybody? Like, is everybody dealt the same cards? Does everybody get 100? Does everybody get an A?
No.
For some people, it's easy though, right? Like they don't have to take notes. They don't have to really do too much of anything. They just have to show up. Some people don't even have a backpack, but they get a good grade.
Right.
And there's some people in the back of the class, studying hard. It's just like I can't get it. Like, what am I doing wrong? Is it impossible for them to pass?
No, it's not impossible. It's just gonna, I mean, they have to work harder. It's just not fair. But they have to work harder, yeah.
Some of us have to work harder,
Okay.
but
I
it's not
understand.
impossible. Impossible.
Well,
Have you heard the story about the 20-sided die and the 200-sided die? Like two dice. One has 20 sides and the other has 200 sides. And the people they're rolling it. And one side has a green side on both of the dies. One person rolls his 20-sided die, and the other person rolls his 200-sided die. The person that rolls the 20-sided die, they're hitting green like this: green, 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 green. And the other person's looking at the other person, they're like, man, it's just so easy for you. But they don't realize if they roll the die enough times, then they'll start hitting green as well. For some people, it just takes longer.
yeah.
But now you have a recipe.
Yes. So start with my BMR, and then look at to determine my macros, and maybe I can start cycling,
Mhm.
cycling on my heavy or leg days, and
Mm.
then try to add a snack, and I'll look at the cookbook to see what ideas you have that I can kind of incorporate into the week.
So what's gonna hold you to this?
Results.
Mm,
Always. Results to me are like golden tickets. When I
yeah.
see results, that's my sales. That's the seller for me. Like if I see any little pop of a quad, any little pop of a something that's like, oh, it's working. Yeah, let me keep doing it. So if I'm getting stronger in the gym, I feel like that's my win. So I know the eating is absolutely a game changer. So it's like me getting down to the science of that. But probably is what's keeping me from getting the wins that I want is that I don't have, I mean, I eat healthy. I feel like I eat great. I don't
Mm.
eat bad, but I'm not doing the science of what I need to build the muscle, which is why I'm here. Like to like hear you guys talk about like What is the science behind it? Because I'm not getting there.
Well, now you have it.
We'll see how this goes. I'll keep you guys posted.
All righty. Mr. Emmanuel, you're the last one standing, brother. Let me mute you. Unmute you, excuse me.
Hi,
Hello, hello. How you doing?
well, I'm doing good. I'm just shocked, and I'm new to the States, yeah. And when you invited me to join the group, I was like, yeah, this is what I would really need in my life because of late, okay, I used to be like obese, a bit obese, but I I stopped eating for a while and I grew a okay. I after I stopped eating, like I had like my dream body, and then I started dating, and then yesterday it's when I broke up with my boyfriend, so I started eating again, and usually I have like an eating disorder, so I was a bit heartbroken, so I came back to my eating again, which I ate a lot and a lot, but hearing what okay, I just checked you on Instagram and I was seeing you how like you help people like with exercise, with getting their body back, yeah. And yeah, that's all.
How do you know you have an eating disorder?
Okay, like since I was a child, I've been eating a lot, and my mom took me to a physician, and that's when I was told that I have an eating disorder because I used to be a big guy, and normally I would weigh like how can I say it? When I was a child, when I was like 15 years old, I was like 90 kgs, and that's big for a teenager, so at the age of 16, I stopped eating. I was on a diet, which helped me for a bit. And then, yeah.
So first and foremost, I want to commend you on opening up that much. A lot of people would not come on here with strangers and, you
Mm-hmm,
know, say things like that. And number
mm-hmm,
two, I want to let you know that no matter what somebody says you are,
mm-hmm.
that does not have to become your reality for you.
Okay.
Just because somebody says you have this or you are that, you don't have to believe that.
Mm-hmm.
That does not have to become your reality. Does that make sense?
It does.
What are your reasons for saying that?
Well, this is the time my mom used to tell me that even though like young boys in my area used to call me like fat, to her eyes, I'm just like a young baby boy, the young angel that came to her life, yeah. And I'm all she okay, I used to tell myself that I'm ugly because I'm fat, but my mom used to tell me that even though people call you fat, to me you are handsome. And I started like that gave me like motivation. It was a motivation to me because I used to hate myself so much, and I would fall back to eating again just to relieve my stress. And my mom and my brother have helped me so much through my journey, and I
Hmm.
don't want to disappoint them by going back to eating a lot. Yeah.
Hmm. When you were a kid, who did you look up to the most? Was it your mom or your dad?
Okay, like I've been looking up to my mom at most because my dad and I don't have like a good father and son relationship. He has been out of my life for 15 years. So he came back when I was 16 years, and I haven't yet accepted him yet. Yeah.
Hmm. So growing up, whose approval did you crave the most? Your mom or your dad or your brother?
Okay, like I've been trying to get approval from my dad, trying to learn why he left me when I was a kid and not my brother. And he hasn't given me the answer and still haven't gotten the answer. And
Mm,
I've been trying to ask my mom the same question, and she has been trying to dodge the question a lot of times, but I've learned to just leave it alone. And since I have my mom's approval, I don't need anyone's approval. And
mm,
God gave God put me on this earth not not to be approved by anyone but just Him. Yeah.
mm. And when you could not get that answer that you wanted, did you find something else to fill that answer with?
Oh well, I there's a time that I came back to designing. I used to design some clothes, and designing has been part of my life since I was a kid. And being a 20-year-old in a new country is a bit stressful for and been yeah, it's been stressful because I'm alone in this state, and my family is like in another continent, and my relatives are in another state, so I'm alone here. So whenever I feel like stressed, I just go and draw something and design some clothes, or sometimes I could just take a walk. Yeah.
Hmm. What is this showing you right now?
Pardon?
What is this showing you right now?
um like, it shows me that I can be strong without eating, and it shows me that I can work by myself just to get to the to what I want to achieve, and to make my parents proud of me, and also to make sure to show my enemies that I'm not suffering, but instead of suffering, I'm achieving my goals. Yeah.
Hmm. How old are you?
I'm 20, turning 21 this year.
Turning 20 on this year. You got a lot of life to live, man.
Yeah.
You're a baby.
I'm not.
Baby.
I'm
Yeah,
turning
so,
21 this year.
and from what I learned from just our short conversation, man, is you want your father's approval, and it really bothered you because you didn't get it, and you have questions that aren't answered, and you feel that void with eating, and somebody put on you that you have an eating disorder. Somebody put an opinion on you that should not have ever became your reality for you. And I feel like you've been fighting that for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
How wrong am I?
I am not wrong. You're correct.
And how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel like positive about myself. Yeah.
Mm. So what's something that you can control?
Okay. I can. Okay. Of late, I've been trying. Of For a few years, I've been controlling, like, not eating a lot of junk food,
Hmm.
eating healthy, and I've been controlling on how, like, people talk to me. I don't let people, like, push me down to the ground. I usually nowadays I just stand up for myself. I don't like getting bullied. If a person bullies me, I just stand up for myself, and I just tell them, "You're not better than me. We are just the same people." Yeah.
Hmm. So what does that teach you about yourself?
It teaches me that I'm strong, and I'm confident about myself. Yeah.
Hmm. Do you believe in a higher power?
Yeah, I do.
Do you believe that he put you on this earth for a very specific reason?
Yeah.
What is that reason?
Well, I I know that God put me on this earth. Okay, like, normally when okay, how can I put this? I understand that God put me on this earth to do his mission and to help others because one
Mm.
like I'm studying right now to become a nurse, and I think that's my purpose, to help like little children, like take care of kids and do God's work here.
What would that mean for you if you were to actually pull that off and actually succeed? You know, you become a nurse, uh, LPN, RN, or an anesthesia nurse, or, you know, helping kids and pediatric. How would you feel if you actually pulled that off?
I would be proud of myself, and
Mm.
I'll be proud of my mom because she's the one who has never left my side. Whenever there's a time in high school, I almost dropped out of school, but she's the one who told me that you have to finish school. You don't have to drop out because of who you are. You just have to finish school. You are good in school, so don't don't waste any of your talents. Just do it. And yeah, even she's the one who pushed me like to go on with the visa process, because there's a time while I was getting myself interviewed during the visa interview. So there's a time I had given up because the visa process was super long, and hadn't received positive any positive like comments. So had I had like given up. So on January I decided to make a new attempt on the visa interview, and I got my visa. So that shows me
Mm.
that I should not give up here.
That shows you how strong you are. It shows you how
Yeah,
persistent you are.
yeah.
So a lot of times when we are getting stumped or feel like we're getting defeated, we feel like it's just like the circumstance is just it. Like this is the final answer.
Hmm.
And we tend to get in our heads and ask ourselves questions like, why isn't this working? What do I need to do? How do I do this? How do I do that? But those are all the wrong questions. The questions that we should be asking is, what type of person should I become to be able to have this thing? What type of person do you need to become to be able to be a nurse to help small children? What type of person do you need to become to have your dream?
That's a good question. I've never asked myself that question.
Mm.
So, like the
So
type of
whenever you actually think about that, you'll start to think of different characteristics and attributes of
Mhm.
that person that is a nurse helping kids. And then you'll get to compare your current attributes to that person's attributes. And then you get to attain those.
Mhm. So like the person who like I look up to is my mom. I've been going to my mom's workplace, like helping out. She's a nurse herself, so she has been my role model for a long time. And whenever I'm with her, I see a courageous person, a confident person, a
Mhm.
sweet person, and also a trustworthy person. So I would like to like get some of those characteristics from her, like being confident, being loyal, being trustworthy, being sweet to kids, and also just be a good nurse. Yeah.
Hmm. Have you ever shadowed her while she was at work?
Yeah, I have a couple of times. Yeah.
Mm.
Even there's a time I myself injected like a child on her behalf, and she was like, "You'll become a good nurse in the future," and I'm like, "Thank you, mom." Yeah.
Hmm. So what's next? What's the first step?
Pardon?
What's next? What's the first step so that you
Like
can make this a reality?
The first step I'm doing right now is I'm a student here at Utah Tech. Like I want to first get my master's in nursing, and also that's my first step. And then later on, I could practice like being a nurse, and then later I'll be a good nurse, and maybe later I'll become a doctor. Yeah,
So you said Utah Tech?
yeah, Utah Tech.
Okay, so you're in the States. That's
Yeah,
good. That's good. That's good. How close are you to attaining your master's?
I just started.
Okay, so you have what, 2 years?
I have like 3 more years here.
3 more years. Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you do in the meantime?
In the meantime, like except studying.
Because you can become a nurse before you're actually a nurse. It all starts in the mind.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime, I have been like watching videos of how to become a nurse, and I've been reading a lot of medical books, and I've been chatting with my mom like during the night, because in Kenya right now it's like in Kenya when it's night, here in Kenya it's like daytime.
Hmm.
So she has been helping me study a lot of times. I've been praying because she says that prayer is the number one most important thing, and I know that I've been praying to the Almighty to help me, and also, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah,
What are some other things that you could be doing right now while you're in school?
in school,
Like,
like,
could you shadow somebody? Could you intern somewhere? Could you do volunteer service?
well, I've volunteered twice in a elderly home. I've helped them like, and I've helped the elderly like walk, sometimes clean after themselves, and they've been like, "He's a sweet boy. Yeah,
Hmm.
we will love him back here." Yeah.
So what's something else that you want from our time together?
Um, I'll like I just need like somewhere I could just come, be free, be free. Like I can come and be myself, and also I need some points on how to gain a stronger body. Yeah.
Hmm. What are some things that you know how to do already?
Well, first and foremost, have been to a gym, but I almost broke my leg in one of the machines, so
Hmm.
I'm not going to the gym. So I've been doing some squats. I've been doing some push-ups, some sit-ups. Okay, yeah, that's all.
Okay, so you have the foundations. You have everything you need.
Yeah.
Now, how often are you going to do that to build the body that you want?
Well, I've been trying to be doing it like 4 days in a week, but I've been like I've been a bit busy with classes, so it came down to 2 days per week. But I'm
Hmm.
almost finishing with my block A classes, so I'll have more time while I start the block B classes. So I'm gonna go back to 4 days or 5 days a week. Yeah,
Hmm. So you're doing 2 days right now, and you're
yeah,
going to go back to 4 or 5 days in a week.
yeah.
How many days have you done this week?
Well, this week I've done, I haven't done any because Uh, I I've been having issues with my eyes, so I've been having appointments, classes, so I haven't have time yet.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Is it really I don't have time, or is it something else?
I was just like, it just I don't have time this week. I was so busy, and I was thinking about like to do my exercise either on Saturday or Sunday. Yeah,
Hmm. So you have the formula to build the body that you want, but you're not putting in the work to build it
Yeah,
because I don't have time. I'm just so busy. There's so much going on. I have this, I have that, I have this, I have that.
maybe.
So I could easily just tell you to push pull legs. That's what's gonna make you bigger.
Okay.
But you still have to do the actions each and every day.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
There's no such thing as I don't have time, man. We
Okay.
have to make the time for the things that we want. Just like how you got that visa, this how you moved from Kenya to Utah, you made the time. It became that important.
Yeah.
The things that we want, it has to be that same level of important that it was for you to get that visa. You building the body has to be at that same level, or it's not gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I know sometimes when we hear stuff like that, it feels like, man, is this dude challenging me or is this dude dissing me? Is he like, what does this mean? It's all to help you. You know, right now you're 20 years old.
Yeah.
There's a lot to live. You have a lot more out here, man. There's a lot more going on. There's a lot more that you're going to experience. But I don't have time. That's something that you're going to need to, get rid of at this moment right now, dude. Because if you keep saying that, 10 years goes by. I've been there.
Thank you.
Now, I'm pretty sure there's other people on here that's been there as well. They can look back 10 years, 15 years and say, dang, I wish I would have.
I hear you.
How you feel?
I feel a bit challenged and at the same time motivated. Yeah.
Mm. So what happens after this call?
Yeah, I'm gonna do some exercise.
Yeah, what type of exercise?
Maybe some squats and some push-ups.
Ooh, wait, how many? How many? Put a number on it, man. Put a number on it. E, come on.
Maybe some 40 push-ups and some 20 squats.
Okay, good, 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 good. You're gonna do it right there, right? You're not gonna go anywhere? Yeah, right there, right there, right
Right
there.
now?
Yeah, let's go. You said how many squats? 20 squats, right? Come on.
I
Come
thought
on.
I was gonna do it after the video
Oh,
call.
we're gonna do it after. We're gonna do it now. Let's go. Come on. I do it with you.
What? You're
Oh,
challenging me. You're challenging me.
let's go. We got 20 squats. Come on,
You're challenging me.
come on. One.
Wait, wait.
All right, come on, come on, come on, come
Wait.
on, come on, come
Okay.
on. Miss Tammy, you coming too? Oh, come on, come on, come on. Here we go. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Come on. 10. Let's go. 11. Let's go. 12. Come on. 13, 14, 15. Come on. 16, 17. Let's go. 18, 19. We got 10 more. Come on, come on, come on, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go. 7, 8, 9, 30. How long did that take?
Only some few minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But you have challenged
Exactly.
me. Yeah.
That's how we take charge of our time. As soon as
Mm-hmm.
we say we don't have time, we do it right there. The minute we say, I can't.
Okay. Thank you for that.
All righty.
Yeah.
Well, y'all, this is going to conclude our first meeting. So we're going to do this once a month. We're going to do this once a month, and you all are going to vote on the day and the time.
Okay.
All righty.
Okay. Bye bye.